Thunder Bay Superior North MPP Michael Gravelle joins Net News Ledger to give us an update on what's happening with COVID-19 in the Thunder Bay area. Here's the report. It's James with Net News Ledger. Joining us by phone in our continuing COVID-19 coverage is Michael Gravelle. Minister Michael Gravelle, I guess the title still holds even though you're not in power in government anymore.
Actually, it doesn't still hold. I'm former minister, but thank you very much for giving me that.
Well, Michael, CBC French the other day called Premier Ford Prime Minister, and his answer was not yet. So I suppose if I say minister, you can say not yet. We've been dealing with...
Anyway, it's good to be with you, James.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a very strange 2020.
Sure has.
Everything changes right now. We've been watching, we were talking earlier. I mean, the Finlandia and the Hoito is under fire. A Thunder Bay icon. What can you update us? What have you been doing on that?
I've been extremely worried about the situation at the Finlandia Club, the Finlandia Association. It appears that as we tape this, they're very, very, very close to making a decision to perhaps dissolve the operation altogether. I hope that is not what the end result will be, but I certainly know that they've been having some significant financial challenges, and one of the former presidents of the association reached out to me a couple of weeks ago, and explained that they had received approval for a federal loan under the COVID-19 funding program that the Prime Minister had put in place, but that their own bank, their own financial institution, had not approved it. So I wrote that financial institution and urged them to look at that decision again, because if this makes the difference between the Hoito and the Finlandia Club staying open and staying closed, I would like to think that the bank would be open to giving them some more opportunity to continue to operate this historic, naturally historic site. It's hard for me to imagine Thunder Bay without the Finlandia, without the Hoito, and as I say, right now we're in a pretty tough position in terms of what the decisions may be. But I've made it clear that I will do whatever I can, certainly as an MPP within my authority, to look for whatever help I can to see that the Finlandia Association stays open.
Now, we're seeing the challenges that businesses are facing across the region. Everything from the small stores in Inner City Mall that in our phase one of opening, they can't open yet because they don't have a door to the outside. Right. Do you think we're opening too soon, or do you think we just have to get rolling?
I think we're doing it in a fairly cautious way. I think the way that the Premier has moved forward on this, I'm generally speaking in support of it. I mean, there's no question that first it was made clear that there would be no openings of anything until we had about 2 weeks of decline in our number of COVID-19 cases. That has not actually happened, but I do know that there is a pent-up urgency, certainly in terms of the economy, to try and get things going. So I think the opening of the stores this week, I haven't yet heard any result from the shop owners. They've had to make significant adjustments, obviously, in order to open. But I'd like to think that we will not be seeing an upsurge in cases as a result of it, and that we'll be able to move to the next phase at some point fairly soon. Because as you point out, businesses of all stripes, small, medium, and large, are hemorrhaging cash, and it'll be hard for all of them to stay open or to reopen for that matter. So again, this is a tough call for any government, and I think the way that the process has unfolded so far is okay.
Now, one of the sectors that we've been doing a lot of reporting on has been the transportation sector. Federally, Air Canada's in serious trouble. They're $400 million in the tank in the first quarter, and the CEO says it's going to get worse. The airline industry globally is in serious trouble, and then right here at home, we're hearing, potential layoffs for some of the Northern Ontario airlines, and bus transportation. There's a bit of a bright spot there as ONTC is starting to run down the Trans-Canada Highway, but Jasper Transportation, which I remember Minister Morrow and Minister Gravelle up at Mini Queen's Park with a Jasper bus and an ONTC bus talking about how to expand bus services in the north, and right now it looks like ONTC's going their own way.
Well, there's no question that the decision by the province to move the ONGC in was done as a result of the of Jasper Transportation announcing they had to cease their service because of a lack of customers, and of course Greyhound had left us some time ago, and I am supportive of ONGC coming into the region. When we did make that announcement at Mini Queen's Park, as you well recall, James, the plan was to have ONGC and Jasper Transportation work together so they could come up with a system that could allow for a profitable exercise operation by Jasper being supplemented by ONGC travel. I still think that can be done that way. I'd like to think it could be done that way. Certainly, I know that in terms of Jasper, or in terms of the ONG specifically, their route is from White River to Thunder Bay to Winnipeg, and returning Winnipeg to Thunder Bay back through to White River across the northeast. And that's an important service, but there are so many other communities. I can think of many in my own riding, in Greenstone, for example, and certainly Fort Francis and Atikokan and Sioux Lookout, which is the hub of the northwest of that part of the province, needs to have bus service. So there's no question that I think we need to do our best to find a way to see that Jasper Transportation is able to reopen, and that will take some cooperation and some support from the province for that to happen.
Now, Federal Minister of Health Patty Hajdu says there's federal money there, and then when I talked to Premier Ford, his question was, show me the money. One of the pieces that I keep seeing when I'm at events that in the past, I've always seen Minister Rickford and Minister Gravelle and now Michael Gravelle, MPP, you two seem to be able to connect. Have you been able to connect with Minister Rickford on any of this?
We've built up a good relationship. I have not had an opportunity to speak to Minister Rickford for some time now. I am trying to reach out to him related to this particular situation as we speak, trying to get him to pull the lever, shall we say. If indeed there is federal money available, that would be fantastic. I'm not so sure there isn't still provincial funds that could be available as well. I know I reached out to the province related to Bearskin Airlines. You mentioned the challenges facing the airlines, which are extreme. I wrote a letter on behalf of Bearskin Airlines because I know they are extremely challenged in terms of their lack of flights out over in the region, but they're a hugely important airline to us, as are many others as well. So, I'm still hopeful, James, that there can be a discussion between the province and the federal government, and facilitated by me if I can make that happen, to see that Jasper Wabinski and his operation is able to restart and be able to work in tandem and in cooperation with the ONGC.
It'd be good to see that, because there's a lot of people right now that are hanging there. They're not ready to travel yet, but Thunder Bay Regional Health Sciences Center is saying they're getting set to offer day surgery again.
That's right. The hospital is beginning to open up and talking about doing elective surgeries, and as you say, day surgery. So that will be important, and that will mean that people will need to travel down to Thunder Bay unless you have a vehicle. Bus transportation is the only route. Again, I think that I'm going to be pressing hard with Minister Rickford and with other provincial ministers as well, Minister of Transportation Caroline Mulrooney as well, to see that we find a way to work it out so that either the ONGC provides the full service that's required, although again, this is a government that supports small business, that's what they say, and if that's the case, you'd like to think they will be able to support Jasper and his venture. He's gone to a lot of expense to set up his business here in Thunder Bay in northwestern Ontario, and deserves a good chance to reopen his business.
Michael, on anything else you'd like to share with your constituents and the residents for Thunder Bay Superior North?
Well, I hope everybody just sort of hangs in there, continues to stay safe, continues to follow all the guidelines. This has been an extraordinarily challenging couple of months. It's going to go on for a while longer, and I'm impressed by the good spirits of people that have continued to hang in there, and certainly for all of us, we know what a challenge it is, but we will come back, and I just want to make sure we come back and we have organizations like the Finlandia still in place, and that we have organizations like Jasper Transportation still in place, and that's going to be the real challenge we're facing right now. But my wish to all my constituents certainly is to do the best they can to keep their spirits up as we go through this very challenging time.
Minister Gravelle, or Michael Gravelle, that's stuck in my head, Minister. It's been so many years covering your work that I think I'm that's just your title as far as I'm concerned. I want to thank you for taking the time.
I appreciate that, James. It's been great being with you.
All right, take care.
Take care.
This is James from Net News Ledger reporting from Thunder Bay. Joining us by phone was former Minister Michael Gravelle, the MPP for Thunder Bay Superior North. Now, remember, our rules right now about everything that you're doing. Stay safe and stay tuned. And if you haven't already done it, hit that subscribe button. It's right down there. Hit the subscribe button so that we can keep you up to date. Thanks, Thunder Bay. Thanks, Northwestern Ontario.